Hello YouTube, this is me and Justin Game 44 today, along with my Dragon Calculator. Today we are here to review Dragon 9 Realms, A Whole New World, Episode 3. So, without further ado, let's get started. This episode takes place right after the last episode where Tom and Thunder have just discovered the hidden world of dragons. But of course, the phone rings right away, and it's Tom's mother that she will be there back home within a few minutes. So he quickly gets back on Thunder and they fly right back to the back home. Tom jumps onto his roof and uses the glass ceiling to get back onto the couch. Tom, the mother just got there right in time, Olivia, and she did not realize Tom was gone, which was good because, perhaps he would have been in big trouble. Now, nonetheless, when it came down to this episode by the next day, Tom was already ready to go back to see Thunder, but because of what has been going on, the security has actually went up. Now it's going to be even more harder for Tom, as today he needs to find a way past the sensors that's blocking the whole entire their little small neighborhood now. So he goes to Alex. In the last episode, Alex actually had to help him with the map system to find the caves. Here, he now needs her help to find the whole entire get through the sensors without activating them. At first, Alex was not willing to do it because it would get her in a lot of trouble if she was caught. And Tom realizes she is right, so he has to find another way. But Alex can see this means a lot to Tom, so she's willing to do it. And she puts an app on her phone. And of course, he thanks him and then he heads out. Not knowing though, someone has actually come to discover him and tries to follow him. And who else was it? None other than June Wong. June Wong was actually knowing something was up with Tom. So she decided to follow him without him noticing at first. She noticed the cave and could already tell he was trying to hide something there. Tom is trying to act like nothing. I'm not hiding anything, and try to make up excuses to play other kinds of games or keep her distracted. But Thunder is discovered, and at first she is shocked, but then amazed, seeing that Tom has actually befriended a dragon. And now, since there was no other point of hiding it, Tom decided to take her to the hidden world. Now, this episode was interesting in a way when it came down to the dragon, because once they got there, June let her curiosity got the best of her, and she got herself into a lot of trouble with these dragons, because when she went up to a bunch of big dragons, even Thunder was not happy about it, and the dragons tried to attack her and she runs away, causing her to fall down a hole. Now, this is the part where she discovers her own dragon that she will have, a two-headed Chinese dragon, one that is blue and can breathe ice, while the other is red and can breathe fire. I have to say, that was an amazing kind of idea the writers had here. But for Wu Wei, which that's the dragon's name that June will give her, this dragon, honestly, in my own opinion, it may have like a cool kind of idea, but powers and everything, but when it came down to its design, it looks too much Chinese dragon and doesn't look like How to Train Your Dragon in a way. I mean, there are some parts, like some people says it looks like Hook Fang, but with the two-headed Blank and Blance. I don't know. I can't remember those other two dragons' names. But yeah, if I believe correctly, this dragon is called Mist Twister. And because of this dragon is not really the best looking design, to my own opinion, along with many others. But the dragon definitely has a cool ability, I'll give it that. The blue head can breathe ice and can freeze things, while the red one can shoot right at it and cause an explosion on the rocks, which was kinda cool. June tries to tame the dragon by bribing it with treasure with her necklace, and the dragon eats it. Then she tries to command it, but nothing here works. The dragon is getting hostile around her and shows she runs away, as the dragons have no interest being bossed around. June is actually depressed now because she wanted to tame a dragon like Tom did, thinking this was her destiny and everything with her star charts. But honestly, as it turns out, the dragons are actually listening to her from behind, June realizes and starts talking to them. And then it was actually kind of nice as the dragons were more friendly, and they even let her pet them. June realizes though what the dragons were doing though. They don't want to be bribed, they don't want to be. They want to be respected. Or be controlled. They want to be respected, and that's all they wanted. And June gives them the name Uwen Wei, which I gotta say is the best name out of all the dragons. Although Thunder is also a really great name. Now, nonetheless, after that episode, not after that episode, sorry, they decide to all work together and actually get out. Together with them, and Thunder and Tom, they are managed to defeat the Gembreaker dragons. And what do they discover? A humongous big hole as they're flying back home. Now, this will lead us to the next episode, but also, what happens next, we know who else will be getting a dragon as well. I hope you stay tuned to that. Now, nonetheless, wait, how much minutes has it been on? Only 6 minutes, dang. I thought this video would have been longer, sorry. Now, really, my honest opinion about this episode, June Wong is actually a really good character here. I think she's actually curious, and I do like that she has her star charts and tries to look at everyone's calendar about their fortunes. And I have to say, that's interesting. Now, of course, earlier in the episode when she first discovers, she does want to tell her mother and everything so her mother will no longer believe she's crazy. But really, she wants to do it, but Tom tells her if they do that, it could put the dragons in danger and they would probably even take Thunder away. And of course, as much as June wants to tell her mother and finally prove her wrong, she knows Tom is right, so she deletes the photo. Which, I'm going to be honest, that's something they could have also have done with Tom in the last episode, where Tom could have just taken the picture, and then later on, after talking with his mother about the rape corporation, he decides not to tell her and actually looks at his phone and deletes the picture. If they had decided to go that, showing that both June and Tom are keeping this secret, and they're not going to be telling anyone about it, trying to keep the dragons safe as they can. That's just my own opinion, really. But at the end of the day, this episode, I have to say, the first time watching it, I really was not a big fan of it. But really, at the same time, I did like the Crystal Realm, although too yellow in my own opinion. But it was still fun nonetheless to see all the jokes and everything that was added in this. Like, why is Tom running with Thunder when they could just easily fly away? That was a good joke. Now, nonetheless, this episode was alright, I'll admit. I think it trying to show all the dragon riders how they get their dragons. And really, quite honestly, this was a good episode for at least alright, I could say. But I do think they could have done a little bit more with June, with her dragon character development, how they could do that. But I do like the fact they were having this dragon talk. Also, one last thing I will mention. Some people have been complaining about this, but for both Uwen Wei and Thunder, for these couple episodes, along with future episodes, they have been showing to more understand and know how the humans are talking. I don't really have a problem with that, because I can see what the writers were trying to go for with this, where the dragons are able to understand and show more facial expression. I'm okay with that. But still, nonetheless, that's just my own opinion. But other than that, I hope you all did enjoy this episode, this review. And until then, this is Justin Game 44 signing out. Until then, I will see you all later. Bye.